Hey, this is Robin Pollock, and many of you might know that my book is on Audible as well as in Kindle, and you can buy the paperback or hardcover version. But when I was really young, I used to love when people used to read stories to me. It was like actually one of my favorite things to do when I had kids. And so I thought I'd start from the beginning and I'd read little pieces of Trust Your Intuition to you to enjoy, so you can get a taste of what this book is about. So I'm going to start from the beginning, and it's dedicated to Cooper, Maggie, Chelsea, Jade, Jerry, Desi, Lucy, and Rhoda, which are really all my animals that I've had since I was around 10. And the book is also dedicated to my husband and to my children. Introduction. I'm always curious about how to look at things with a new lens. A new perspective has allowed me to see things within myself. The more I learned about my connection to my intuitive side, the more I was able to trust myself in all things. In many ways, the process of writing is the dance of undoing. I was able to gift myself the permission to allow things to marinate in my mind, to get curious. In so many ways, this book is a representation of me saying yes to myself. There were so many times that I stopped and started this book. Writing this book has given me a chance to expand my intuitive skills. I recognize that the ability to channel and receive information from my guides was in fact a further acceptance of my gifts. Each time I was at crossroads about continuing to write, I would say yes to myself and continue. In doing that, I was affirming and acknowledging all the steps I've taken over these past 45 years. Something you should know is that all the titles are in fact channeled messages. This book is for all of you who are intuitive or curious. The personal stories that I share are a guide to accompanying you on your journey. Each title is a channeled message that I have further expanded on in an essay. Channels will appear in italics. And in this situation, I'll just announce that it's a channeled message. This book is written and read so that you could read it any way you like. You can read it the way it's laid out in numerical order, or you can flip through the book and see which chapter calls to you. You might find yourself reading the same chapter over and over again to absorb the energy and the information of that chapter, and that's perfectly fine. My hope is that you can find yourself in the stories that I wrote. And I wish for you that this information is a catalyst for you to become even more curious than you were before. It is my intention that you take from these stories what resonates with you and let go of what does not serve you. I didn't have a plan or a specific process other than trusting that I needed to continue my experience and my wisdom. Along the way, I've learned a little bit more about myself. My wish is that you can uncover more of yourself. Give yourself the permission to explore. I've learned through this work how important it is to give yourself permission to just be. Daydreaming for Warriors was the original title of this book. And it was because it represented the dance of not doing. It is the permission to be. Too many times I caught myself in a twirl where my mind would spin, thinking of what I should be doing or how things should be done. My wish is that the stories in this book give yourself the gift of having permission to do it your way, to be a warrior in your own way, so that you could begin to fully embrace your authenticity